So happy holidays to all, and thanks for coming out to Louisiana Music Factory. I'm Paul Sanchez, and this is a bunch of the Rolling Road Show here. This is Debbie Davis on ukulele and badass amp. Alex McMurray on guitar. The lovely Arsene singing, and if you brought your tambourine, I don't know if you did. And Matt Perrine getting beers and playing bass. He's awesome like that. He's multi-talented. We recorded this record at Piety Studio in one day, much to the band's chagrin. They all really would have liked to space it out, but I think they're all wonderful players and promised them that we could do it. And 10 hours later, we had the record that's sitting on these shelves. Come check out the scene and see what I mean about the stew called New Orleans. It's a gumbo pie for sure. It is and it ain't, and it's so much more. Now don't take a pass, this could be a gas. This stew called New Orleans. From the very young to the very old, it's a town where the good times roll. This stew called New Orleans. Don't forget to bring your greens to this stew called New Orleans. Now, I'm not the first. It's the Rolling Road Show, so anything can happen. To say or to have it said.
And I will stop this car.
I'm New Orleans born, New Orleans bred. And when your mama gets a hold of you, you'll be New Orleans dead. And if I do, and you should hear the news, don't you waste any time. Find the Eureka Brass Band, Mr. Furbo's on. Get me to a second line in this stew called New Orleans. Don't forget to bring your greens to this stew called New Orleans. Alex McMurray gonna play some guitar. Put your hands together for Alex McMurray. Come check out the scene and see what I mean about the stew called New Orleans. There's a place where we can meet, like the song says, down on Frenchman Street. And if that groove makes you want to move, don't you waste any time. Find the hot 8 brass band, Shamar on horn. Get me to a second line. Maybe Leroy Jones, Shorty and his trombone will get you to a second line. See if Matt Perrine or Mr. Gregory Klein will get you to a second line. And even if there's heat, Glenn David's fine. He'll get you to a second line. In this stew called New Orleans. Don't forget to bring your greens to this stew called New Orleans. Yeah, I'm talking about a stew called New Orleans. Yeah, I'm talking about a stew called New Orleans. Thanks very much, y'all. Between her kids running around the store and her amplifier giving her headaches, Debbie Davis is discovering why Eddie Van Halen used distortion pedals.
and why he drank so much natural light.
I'm just saying, a year from now, prepared for an 80s perm, for a lot of beers, and for Debbie to have a distortion pedal with her ukulele.
Deaf as a post, married to Valerie Bertinelli, the day's on his way.
Okay, Matt's going to be Valerie Bertinelli from Mardi Gras, and Debbie Van Halen.
All right. If he can get himself into those one day at a time bell bottoms, I say go for it.
If I can do that, I wouldn't be very good.
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
You know, everybody has to do some civic-minded duty around the holidays, something to help the goodwill of your city. And I consider the Boutte family to be a musical treasure of New Orleans. So what I did was I added to that treasure by convincing one of the Bouttes to come home and live, who's been living out in Los Angeles. Put your hands together for Miss Arsene. Would it be alright to say I love you for tonight? Tomorrow it might even be true. Let's pretend it's Paris. We're walking on the Seine. We're both talking way too much from way too much champagne. Let's pretend our first embrace is still a breath away. Let's pretend we're strangers and you look at me and say, it's been a wonderful evening and I have a wonderful plan. Would it be alright to say I love you for tonight? Tomorrow we could still be friends. It's been a wonderful evening, and if you've nothing better to do, we'll take in the sights, say I love you for tonight. Tomorrow it might even be true.
Let's have dress rehearsal. Let's make up different lines. Let's rehearse acts 1 and 2. Let's reinvent our minds. You can play the part of someone yearning for my kiss. Let's be wise, let's improvise. Let's both shoot from the hip. It's been a wonderful evening, and I have a wonderful plan. Would it be alright to say I love you for tonight? Tomorrow we can still be friends. It's been a wonderful evening, and if you've nothing better to do, taking the sights, say I love you for tonight. Tomorrow it might even be true.
It's been a wonderful evening, and I have a wonderful plan. Would it be alright to say I love you for tonight? Tomorrow we could still be friends. It's been a wonderful evening, and if you've nothing better to do, we'll take in the sights, say I love you for tonight. Tomorrow it might even be true. We'll take in the sights, say I love you for tonight. Tomorrow it might even be true. We'll take in the sights, say I love you for tonight. Tomorrow it might even be true. Arsene.
And tell Debbie she can use my music stand if she wants it. Anybody want water?
I had one back in the 70s. I don't know what happened to it.
Is this by carrier pigeon?
Oh, well.
Are we not talking about
Just like
Who's got a CD handy? Anybody got a CD handy? I'll find out what's next. And we'll just go in proper order. Let's see, it was that one. Oh, and there was this one, brand new. Look how organized Alex McMurray is. Thank you, my friend. The name of the CD is Paul Sanchez and the Rolling Roadshow, Reclamation of the Pie-Eyed Piper. And believe me, every one of these people have helped me reclaim little pieces of myself I thought I'd lost over the last few years. This song's a brand new one. Some of them are old songs that I had to remake because these guys swing them so nice, and some are new ones. Chased away all of the badness, forgotten most of the sadness, and if madness remains, it's only a stain on my heart. There's things I know that I'll miss, moments exactly like this, when we've reached an ending and realize it's only the start. Life is a field of play, it's a game they say, an illusion we choose to see. I'm glad I took this ride with you by my side, in the tunnel of love with me, in the tunnel of love with me. As the years went by I kept breathing, I hardly noticed the grieving, except for the moments I felt like it couldn't get worse. At times I thought it was true, that I'd lost everything I knew, but when I look in your eyes I see me and the whole universe. Life is a field of play, it's a game they say, an illusion we choose to see. I'm glad I took this ride with you by my side, in the tunnel of love with me, in the tunnel of love with me. And I don't kid myself, who's the strong one here? I would disappear without you. Time of looking for places where it's just the two of our faces, not saying nothing, just glad that the other one's there. Still got a head full of questions and a heart full of misdirections, but when I lay in my bed at night I know that you care. Life is a field of play, it's a game they say, an illusion we choose to see. I'm glad I took this ride with you by my side, in the tunnel of love with me, in the tunnel of love with me, in the tunnel of love with me. I have been an admirer of everybody up here's work for a very long time. They're all amazing players and people. It's a joy to play with Alex because he's one of the most versatile guitar players I've ever met. And the reason for that is, much like myself, he's a big fan of songwriting. He knows all kinds of people's songs, and his fingers can actually do what my mind would like my fingers to do. I'm also a tremendous fan of his songwriting ability. He's one of the finest writers I've ever worked with or been around, so I'd like him to do one of his own songs from a CD he has for sale here called How to Be a Cannonball.
Well, you know, instead of doing what Paul's asking me to do, I'll probably do something else here.
I'd be so disappointed if Alex did what I asked him to do and if Arsene knew the words to everything we sang together. If either thing happened in a
Don't
set.
jinx me again.
No, man. It's Christmas, right? It's Christmas time.
In store, you're selling your CD. Some of these people don't know of the brilliance of Alex McMurray that they could be purchasing right on these very shelves.
Retail schmetail. This is Christmas. This is not about retail. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna. This is from a record I've heard is not available here. This is from the Threadhead Holiday record that came out a couple years ago. But I've got them in my bag here. So
Retail schmeetail, people. Occupy McMurray.
this is wholesale. This is direct. We'll skip the middleman. Come right to the source.
Occupy McMurray.
He's lost his lease. Everything must go.
That's the last time McMurray
Crazy,
played
right? The kids are crying in the bedroom. My wife is gone, I don't know where. Santa, you have drunk up all my whiskey. And now you're sleeping in a chair with your beard in the pudding and your boots on the goose. Oh, Santa, why'd you turn them reindeer loose? You disassembled Junior's wagon. You bit the head off Janie's doll. You acted rudely with the neighbor. She's just a little girl, that's all, man. You better go out the back way or you're gonna get stabbed. Oh, Santa, let me call you a cab. It's the spirit of the season. A man may have his Christmas cheer, but old Mr. Patterson down at the mall will never have you back next year. Whoa, whoa. So here beneath the old fluorescent, you act what Christmas means to me. Santa, you have acted prepubescent for all of the family to see. And so it shall be till you're laid on the slab. Oh, Santa, let me call you a cab. Paul Sanchez, everybody. Now it's the spirit of the season. A man may have his Christmas cheer, but old Mr. Patterson down at Lakeview Mall, I'm telling you, man, he's never gonna have you back next year. Ooh, you hung with care your Christmas stocking, only to find a lump of coal. Santa, you had better say it walking, 'cause you violated your parole. And soon them results will come back from the lab. Oh, Santa, let me call you a cab. Oh, Santa, let me call you a cab.
That is off of the Third Head Holiday CD, available only in Alex McMurray's backpack.